guys, welcome back to another video, and yes, and today I'm going to be telling you guys on how to create all of these cool systems, and for my 400 special, so let's get into the video. So, obviously the first one I'm going to be showing you is the, custom permission for the rank. So this is like another add-on you can do, like, so let's say, let me get some gold ore for you. Okay, let me get myself a diamond pickaxe as well. So what this does is, as you may know, this will make it where players cannot mine a certain block. Now this could be, you could probably find a use for this if you really needed to for like a faction base or something. I don't know how that would work, but you could probably do something like that, okay? Like a claiming block. Um, so how this works is there's two systems behind it. So the first one is, let me just throw that cool down. When I mine it, it'll let me mine it, but if I go to mine A, it will end up saying requires rank B and will replace. And this is a really cool system. And then let's say you're in rank B, you'll end up as well not only getting it, but as well also getting the actual ingot. So that's pretty dope. And it'll let you mine it. So yeah, that's pretty much that works. Pretty cool and pretty simple. I'll show you how to make it. So this is the first set you're gonna have to do. So this is actually testing for if you're in rank A. So I just put MA for mine A. So test for at all equals tag. Tag equals MA, okay? Now make sure this is on need redstone, or make sure this is always active. But I put a redstone block there because this system also does kind of the same thing, but a little bit more advanced. So there's that. This one is so what it's doing is when there's a gold ore dropped on the ground, it's gonna set the block back to gold ore. So exactly when the gold ore dropped, it'll set it back to gold ore. This one is killing it, so it's killing the gold ore. If this isn't here, it will just keep going and going and never stop. And then this one is saying it's titling at P action bar requires rank B to mine. So you're gonna have to do something like that. And then for this one, this was actually giving you the permission to mine it. So what this is doing, it's testing for mine B. It's giving you gold ingot when there's gold ore on the ground, and it's just killing the gold ore. So that's pretty much that system. Again, you would copy this and paste it if you want to do like diamond stuff. So that's how that works. Now this one is pretty cool. So you press that to activate. And how this works is, could be used for a lot of things. When I mine it, it will say gold ore mine, give me the gold ingot, and as well then we'll have a chance of respawning. You can find a use for this if you really needed to. This is a really cool system. Yeah. Alright. So there's also a chance of it just spawning a diamond. So let's see. Okay. Oh, I didn't have enough time. So how the diamond works is I can't really replace the block with diamond, but it's not gonna respawn. The diamond's not gonna respawn for a while, so I can't really show you. But how it works is it'll just say diamond ore mined and so on and so forth. So how's the system work behind this? I'm gonna actually come back to this because there's a lot to do in this one. So I'll come back to this one in a second. In fact, let me just deactivate it so there's no lag. So this one over here is probably got to be my second favorite, or my third favorite, my bad. So how this one works is I open the shulker box, I take out the speed 3, I'll end up getting speed 3, and you can use this with a lot of things, and obviously I'll probably do a more advanced in detail on how this works, but I can just keep grabbing it, play the XP sound, and then I get like speed 3, and it'll go back, and as see I don't get the block. So how does this work? A very simple command, okay? So, how this works is the first command that you're gonna place down, make sure it's facing this way, okay? You're gonna at least need 6 command blocks just for this one. And what this is doing, it's testing for this block right here, and then it's testing if it's over here, okay? So, that's how that one works. Now, this one, make sure this is always active, by the way. This one is playing sound random dot level up. Okay, so it's just playing the sound level up. You don't have to add this in, but I did just to make it cooler effect. And what I did, I made it sure where instead of just saying at P, I also put the 3 coordinates right there, just so it's the nearest person to the shulker box. Because if it's the nearest person to the command block, somebody might just get a random level up sound. So that's why I added that. This is just saying speed 3 received. This one's cleaning the stained glass. This one's giving me the effect. and this one's cloning this back to over there. So the shulker box, how this works is it's testing to make sure this is the exact replica that's over here. So I see there's nothing in the middle. So when there's nothing in the middle of this one, it will activate. And then what this is doing, this is replacing it. And if I don't have that in there, and I just take this out, that's what's gonna happen. So you gotta make sure, you do that. So let me actually replace that back. Now I see it won't be back in here, so you need to reset it. So just reset it by going back in here, putting that back in there, and then let me turn this back activated. Okay. So that's how that would work. Okay. I don't know. I do need to fix a couple things. Obviously, if I do it like that, it won't work. So I do need to fix a couple of things with that, but that's pretty cool. You can use that system. So over here is my favorite one by far. Even though that one's pretty cool right there, this is my favorite one. This is the /set and /home command. So how this works is really simple. So I have actually a lot of here. Now I'll actually be doing this one in description below, or I'll probably do this one in a separate video. But if I drop, look at that, Fortnite player says hi, and there's no Fortnite player in the game. So you can like pseudo people. I'll show you how to do that later on, okay? But the /set home and the /home is really cool, okay? So set home. So pretty much how this one works, let me actually get tons of random blocks here. So how this works is if I drop the /set home, set point home, and then I drop the /home, and I will end up respawning with my loot. Now, if I die, I'll end up losing my loot, okay? Now, I think that was really cool. So in order how this works is actually really simple and very easy. So, let's go over the /set home first. So the /set home is what it's doing. It's executing for the item /set home. So obviously the execute command, the 3 tildes, and then the /spawn point at p. And what it's doing is going to set your spawn point exactly where you dropped it. Okay. So what this one's doing. Oh, by the way, make sure this was always active. Now this one is just telling you, it's saying spawn point has been set. And there's that one for you. And this one's just killing the entity, because if it doesn't kill the entity, it's going to keep doing it and won't stop, and it's kind of annoying, so that just kills it. Now, how does this one work? Okay, so I didn't have to play around with this one, but how this works is really simple. So the first one you're going to do is executing. It's going to give you speed 0, 0 when you go home. This one is turning game role keep inventory true. This one is, then it's gonna kill you. And this one is killing the actually /home. And this one is setting a block, set block, right, to here. So what this is doing is, oh wait, shoot, I didn't want to get rid of that. What this is doing, hold on guys, I messed this up. So what this is doing is, obviously when this activates, it's sending a redstone block right here, so it's turning keep inventory off, and then this one is setting this block right here back to 0. So that's the system behind that. That's super simple, and that's pretty much it. So now I'm gonna go to this one, show you how this one works. This one's just a little confusing, but obviously you'll understand it in a second, okay? So this one just by itself is the diamond ore. Now obviously, to do this one, I'm just gonna go straight over it. So it's testing for mine B. Obviously, if I go too fast, just pause the video. I'm not gonna explain what this is because this is just too long to explain. Alright, so now that's that. So that was actually just a quick. Now this one is the gold one. So obviously how this works, this is testing for your mine B. Make sure you don't have to have the test for at tag, but it's gonna be a lot of confusing if you don't have it. This one is giving the person, so it's looking for the gold ore. When it drops, giving that person gold ingot. Then it's setting the block right where it's looking for the gold ore, and then it's gonna set the block to bedrock. Okay. This is saying it's title at P action bar gold ore mine, and this one is killing the actual gold ore. So that's how you do that. Okay. So what this is doing is obviously just setting it bedrock, but you need to make sure it will end up repeating back to gold ore, because you can't just not do that. So obviously when I mine this, I'll show you, no matter what, it will always end up going back to gold ore. So how that works, okay? These are where these command blocks come in, okay? Now sadly I'm trying to find a way where I can do it differently, but you're not have to do it where it sets the block to the point where you want it to be set to. So like that, okay? So what these are doing is just setting that. So like these three, see these two don't even have any, or no, this one doesn't have anything. This one does. So these are just setting them back to gold ore. And then what this one's doing, this one's actually setting the block to diamond ore. But here's the thing. If this is always active, it will instantly always be set back, okay? So, on how that works is in each one, just go to the latex and make sure it's always below 200 and just put them random. So that one's 159, this one's 150, this one's 148, 168, 170, 178, 158, and one. So the diamond ore, I made sure it's kind of rare, so I put it for 1,000. But make sure it's in the range below 200. Okay, and that's pretty much everything, guys. So that's the top 4 of the best commands that are possible on Minecraft right now. And you might be asking, why are these the best ones? These can be used for so many things: faction bases, just everything in general. This could be used for so much. And yeah, peace out, guys.